Well, it's been a busy week, hasn't it? Pretty decent summer. I can't gauge because of everything that went on this year. I don't know if I feel it's a better summer than last year. Obviously, we're missing a globe trotting, and everybody says, well, yes, but yes really didn't show up till the fall. I don't know if it feels like a great summer, but anyway. Let's get right to the 2-year-olds. I'll let you know where they're sitting, what they're doing, where they are going. Adrenaline Rush is in this afternoon in Sarnia. I'm just reading text messages. In Sarnia, and I wish them all the luck in the world. Beef and Cheddar, he's there also racing. 2 horses coming off 4-week layoffs, going into the grassroots. I don't think they're zinging tight, but they're tight, and they're going to race today. Braemar, I told everybody, Braemar is going to race when he has some weight on. I'm not racing him until he's a little bit fatter. He lost a lot of weight when he gets sick. Plus, he's a stud in the middle of the heat. It's hard to pack weight on him. I've been talking to Shelby, Braemar's groom, and Johnny, who's been taking care of Braemar. And I've asked them to let me know, is he putting on weight? If there isn't sufficient weight on him, get him out to the field, let him eat grass. We'll bring him in a couple of weeks. But there's no point racing this colt like this. He can rest right now. We can race him in the fall. It's not a big deal. There's no rules. There's no rule book that says when you start a horse in June, and rest or no rest in the middle of summer, they have to go out for 2 months. No. Well, the year of 2020 has ripped up every rule book. We are going to race them accordingly. And I think that's how it should be. So if he can't race right now, he can race in the fall. Brilliant Corners is Indigo. He was Indigo Tuesday, but didn't get in. So we're going to have to qualify this colt on Tuesday. This is ridiculous. Bad luck being what it was. He developed a little sand crack in his foot. It bled the other day. It's not usually a big deal. The blacksmith said it's not a big deal, but Mario said that then when they trained him the other day, he was on the right line a little bit more than the week before. So I haven't seen it, so I'd love to tell you what it looks like. Seen pictures of it. It's not really a big deal, nothing to worry about. It should grow down, and Tuesday we'll get him qualified and get him in to go, I don't know, either the next grassroots or I suspect if there's some time, I don't know when the next one is after today, but if there's time, then he'll race in Georgian or he'll race in Mohawk in a 2-year-old race coming up this week. Better's Hope has gone out to the field now. He's going to get some time off. Blue Monk, I guess Blue Monk can come back in soon too and start jogging. How did I jump from Braemar to Brilliant Corners and Blue Monk and Better's Hope was in the middle? Better's Hope turned out. Blue Monk coming back in soon. Brilliant Corners is going to qualify on Tuesday. Broadway Roll is going to race. I think she's racing tomorrow. I apologize. I did not go into Track It and look up Kevin McMaster's starters this week. Kevin and I talked about a number of things pertaining to the sale and other things, and we didn't really talk about much when it came to the horses. Broadway Roll, he told me, was going to be in Sunday in Clinton. I suspect that's where she is. Cambridge Star is out in the field. He'll come back in another 3 weeks or so. Camp Muscle Me's out in the field. She'll come back in another 3 or 4 weeks or so. Captain's Maid is in Wednesday Wednesday in race 1. Now, I had it all planned in my head. In the opening video, I had said, well, I'm going to take the Malibu. Originally, what I planned to do was rent a car at the Meadows, around the Meadows, drive to Indiana, right? Drive to the airport in Indiana. Leave the car there. Enterprise can take it back there. It's like $100 to take it back there. Take it back in Indiana. Get on a plane. Fly back to Pittsburgh. Have somebody pick me up, and I can be there for the early part, even race 1 of the Wednesday program. Then I got looking at the sheet. I don't start till the 11th race on Wednesday. I can take Mally here. We can drive from Pittsburgh to Indiana. After the race in Indiana, take our time. Drive to Columbus or somewhere around there. Lay down in the hotel, go to sleep. Don't even wake up early. Wake up whenever the hell you want. Just be on the road by noon, and you can make the Meadows no problem. Then Tim called me. Aaron Merriman's going to book off race 1 with Captain's Maid. Can you drive her? Yes, I can drive her. Now I have to go back to plan A, which was the rental car, flight, track, whatever. Kerry Big Stick is back jogging now. I got to catch up with Harry and ask him if he started training back or now. I know his feet were still bothering him. He still started off a little pinchy right front. He's got a little clubby foot right front. Probably going to have to get some different shoeing on him up front before we start training him hard. Cut the Line will be coming back in another couple of weeks probably. Desperado has been racing decent. I know fair here, fair there. He was 4th in the Buckeye. He's got another Buckeye coming up next week. I suspect he'll be just fine. So Desperado has been doing okay. I know it doesn't show in his bank, but he's had a pretty good summer. Eternity Road, I don't know when he'll come back in. Another couple of weeks, another month maybe. No rush with Eternity Road. I'll tell you when he'll come back in. When somebody can go over to the farm 10 minutes from the turnout farm, 10 minutes from the training center, and say that lag is tight and cold and the scabs have fallen off those cryo marks, that's when he will come in. So that could be 2 weeks, that could be a month. First Glance is racing today. I just got a scare. Somebody said, First Glance, it says on the TV he's scratched. I just talked to Mario. He never said anything about the horse being scratched. Somebody else said, why is First Glance scratched? And I looked down and he goes, oh, it was a mistake. He's not scratched. I was getting a little anxious there for a second. So First Glance is going to race today in Sarnia. Fox Valley Britska is in to go Wednesday in Indiana, which I think Trace Tetrick is going to drive him. If he doesn't race good, I'm going to bring him home. It'd be nice to get this guy going. It's not Doug's fault, but for whatever reason, Fox Valley Britska is not the Fox Valley Britska I qualified here, not the one that I raced his first start in Ohio. So I don't know what's going on with him. Frilly Fringes is back in jogging now. She looks as big as a house, which is good. Girls with Swirls can come back in another couple of weeks probably. Gray as the New Red's going to qualify Thursday at Northfield Park. So look for the big gray filly to be in to go. GW Chrome still a little sore from where he kicked the gate and cut his leg. That's a little frustrating, but we're trying to get him back sound. Holy Chick is jogging. I said to Mario, don't bother training her till the end of the month. There's no rush with Holy Chick. Zero rush. So just make sure she's 100% comfortable and sound when you go to train her. Italian Grit. Doug loves this colt. He's in to go Wednesday. He said, I really like this colt, so I hope he gets along with him on Wednesday. I'd love to leave him down there too. At Glare AM, Johnny says she's training, but he said it just doesn't feel perfect. James is actually going to go out and train her this week. If not, she can come to in Ohio. And the reason being is she can race in the maidens throughout the fall in the meadows, but we can set her up to race her in the meadows at equipment-wise and shoeing-wise, set her up at Northfield Park, and then ship her down to Tim to race at the meadows. If that's what need be, then that's what we'll do. That's an option. Obviously, option A would be to race her here, but if they're struggling with getting her ready here, I mean, I'm not really worried about right now. We're just putting work into her. She's healthy. She's not tying up. She seems sound, comfortable. If they can't finish her off here, we can finish her off at Northfield Park. I'm a Lovely Lady. Finished 3rd last night. I don't want to talk about that race anymore. She raced well. She's had a good year, and I suspect she'll go out with a bang. She's got the consolation, and then either we race her in the Buckeye, the last one, or we race her in the Ohio State Fair. Now, do we want to race against Marianne and Virgil's filly? Actually, I don't think Virgil's filly's eligible to the Ohio State Fair. I'm going to check on that. That changes everything. I'm going to find out about that because he didn't race her in the other one. Okay, I'm Hill on Wheels. Got a little injury in his left hind. We're going to cryo that up another week or so, and then he's done for the fall. Jazzy Judy looked incredibly good training yesterday. Very, very impressed with this filly. I cannot wait to get her trained down, qualified, and down to Delaware. I'm going to give Jim King a call this week. Maybe this weekend, just to solidify that he can take her. Man, oh man, she looked really, really good the other day training. Jesse Balboa, just turned Jesse out. James and Johnny both love Jesse Balboa. Frankly, everybody that's ever gone with him loved him. You just can't put it all together just yet. We're going to let him fill out, grow up, bring him back in. Keystone Raven, Mario said, trained very, very good on the weekend. Very happy with that. Let's Roll On is out at Winterwood with Mark. We're going to take our time with him, bring him back, and give him every chance to be a good horse or a bad horse. If he's not good enough, we'll sell him. If he's good enough, it'll all have paid off. Miss Meringue has got a couple of fairs and a couple of Buckeyes left for her on her slate this year. Mama Knows Best has got 2 Buckeyes left, and then the Sire Stakes final and hopefully the Buckeye final she can race in. So she's legitimately looking at 4 starts still. Momo's got a couple of Buckeyes and a couple of fairs to go through. My Jazz, we're going to look at her dance schedule. She makes the $300,000 final for sure. So do we race her in the Buckeye? Just want to keep Jazzy sharp as we can. Wins are important. But as I said, I think Virgil's filly's not eligible to that Ohio State Fair, so it might be a good time to attack. No free lunches racing today in Sarnia. I can't wait to watch him. Northern Blizzard School qualified awesome the other day. Mario said he was very, very good, and I believe he's going to get to drive him this week. Perfect record, qualified good for James. Now, Mario had said the week before, I hadn't gone with him in a while. Mario said the week before he doesn't need the hobbles. So they went to qualify him. James said, well, we'll put them on. He put them on and he goes, no, Mario's right. He doesn't need the hobbles. So we're going to re-qualify him Tuesday without hobbles on Tuesday morning. Rose Run Why Not's going to qualify Thursday with hobbles. She looked very good training the other day. Roy Hill, the equipment changed to an open bridle. That could be catastrophic. That could be good. I don't know with Roy. We're going to find out on Monday. Set the Mood is starting back jogging and training. He is huge. Really interested to see. I'm really interested to see how this horse trains down. I like him. I like his attitude. I like everything about him. Harry and Nelly have done a good job with him. So admirable. Looked great the other day racing for Kevin. Really, really happy with her. Source Blue Chip's supposed to be racing tomorrow, I believe. Either tonight in Hanover or tomorrow. I gotta look up Kevin's horses. Tonight in Hanover or tomorrow. If you guys want to, well, you've already watched him. He's already done racing, but you can go in and search the trainer. And I should have. I just had so much going on, I did not. So Source Blue Chip, Cyrus Blue Chip, Source Blue Chip is supposed to be racing tonight or tomorrow. Stacy Hanover's going over to train in 2-5 on Wednesday, I believe, is what Mario told me. Sunshine in May will likely be in. No, if he's got Broadway roll in, then Sunshine in May might be in next week. Sweet Ambitions is qualifying Tuesday without hobbles. Mario said he liked her the other day, trained in 2-3. He was very happy with her. Tanzanite Tricks is going to race this coming week. She's got Freehold coming up also, and if we're going to bring Rooney, may as well bring Tanzanite, I would imagine. You know, a filly to zip around a half-mile track, yeah, I get no problems bringing her there. So we'll see how that shakes out. That's my girls in Indiana, at least for one more week. If she doesn't race good on Tuesday, we'll probably bring her back home to Ohio, I guess, to start with. They have a 2-year-old trotting filly race in the Meadows, not restricted to Pennsylvania horses. So that's a great spot for a horse like That's My Girl if we do bring her home. Walk on the Moon, I had a lot of messages about Walk on the Moon the other night. What happened? Yeah, there's a little mucus, a little redness in his throat, but I think we all know what happened, and I can't get angry at Mario for this. He left hard with him. Jody stung him 27 seconds, and that was it. That took all the starch out of his underwear, so to speak. That's it. So I would have done the same thing, but now, you know, you can't drive him like that. We get the Wellwood coming up. We're going to treat him up, dry him up real good, see if we can get rid of that. This is the thing. When you got the What We Welcome and Walk on the Moon are borderline. They aren't bad allergy horses, but they do affect them somewhat. So Mario's going to work real hard to get Walk on the Moon cleaned up, but I think what he does on the track is going to be much more important than what he does off the track. So drop him in easy off the gate, follow along. You saw how fast he got home the week before. I think the horse has still got tons of pop. There's some tough horses in there, like legit colts in there. The colt of Dustin Jones's that won the race, the colt of Bob McClure's for Determination. Those are legit Grand Circuit horses. We don't even know the other ones that are coming for the Wellwood. Remember, you win the Wellwood, you get a free ride into the Mohawk Millions. Everyone's coming for the Wellwood. It's not a great spot for Walk on the Moon to be in, but at the same time, it's pretty hard for me to say we'll go to the Grassroots instead. I could, but if I owned him, he's going to the Wellwood, and that's exactly what he's going to do. And I know I'm going to get emails from people saying, I think that's a mistake. Well, that's fine, but that's what we're doing. And, you know, one bad race, the horse raced great the week before, closing in on the end of it, 56, 27, and 3. We already know he can trot fast. So take the last line where you got butchered a little bit and throw it out. And as I said, that's not a dig on Mario. I would have driven the colt the exact same way. So pretty hard for me to complain. Worry was up, unfortunately, had a little accident, ends up with a hole in his tendon. He's done for the season, but he'll come back. Worry Welcome, she's going to Hanover next Tuesday in the Grassroots. Another filly just waiting for the fall to come. This is a filly that's eligible to a ton of stuff. Just want to get her on track, get a mark on her, get her looking good. So that's what we're doing with her coming up. Well and Down trained awesome on Friday. She's in to go Monday. A few little equipment changes with her. I think you're going to be happy with what you see on Monday evening. And Won My Heart Hanover, I guess she's ready to come back in anytime. I know there's going to be a lot of guys looking for horses. With the horses sold and moving around, there's going to be a lot of people looking for a lot of our trainers that are going to have holes in their own stable they're going to need filled. So horses like Won My Heart and whatnot can come back and fill those up. So that is all the 2-year-olds, all the 3-year-olds. I'm going to finish the rest of the stables off tomorrow because I want to see how everybody does today at Hiawatha Horse Park. So tomorrow afternoon I'll finish. They only take a couple of minutes anyway to finish the stables off. But for everything else, all done, all ready to go. You got an opening. You get the 2-year-olds, the 3-year-olds. A lot went on this week. A lot continues to go on. But as I said, keep the emails coming. I love talking to our clients about what we need to do moving forward for the sales this fall. Take care.